Let's face it, art is everywhere. Though creators get judged mostly by their work alone, one may wonder what their own personal process is. Let's take a look, shall we?
I'm Dylan. I'm currently studying Cert 4 Networking at St. Leonard's TAFE. I do want to be an IT guy in the future. My main hobby is computers and networking, video games, but despite wanting to do computers in the future, I do like to draw also in my spare time. I did like to draw like very young, but I was really shit at it. I started drawing all my crazy stuff when I was probably like in year 4. How art reflects my life now, not as much, nowhere near as much as it used to, simply because I don't draw as much now, but during high school it probably, I would say, affected my life quite a lot. I always knew that I wasn't really going to do well in high school. I never really bothered in high school all that much, and I drew a lot in class, like a lot, to distract myself. And it was fun for me because I like to have a little portfolio of all the shit I drew in the back of my books, but now it not as much. It's more of like something I do when I'm waiting or trying to distract myself from something, but not as often. My process for when I draw is, my favorite thing about it is that when I'm drawing, the most exciting part to me is seeing what comes up in my head as I'm drawing. So it would be, I'm drawing, let's say I'm on a whiteboard, I got my pen, I'm drawing, and I think to myself, just don't think, just do whatever. I don't like to have a concept, which, I mean, admittedly results in it being just shit, stupid artwork, but I mean, it's at least interesting to see what fucking stupid shit my mind comes up with. My sort of idea with art is that I wing it.
I used to just paint stuff, not good stuff obviously, but like anything I could paint, I would paint it. During high school, I was always that person who like drew down the margin of their page to like get through maths class. Sometimes I do like a sketch like on paper just because sometimes it's a bit easier to control, and then I'll take a picture of it and like outline it and then start on that, or I'll just start on like my digital art. I'll just draw like a sketch and then paint over it, and I'll have like a reference on my other screen or something. I think digital's great because you can just delete stuff, but traditional is cool because like you can have it in front of you, but I think overall I'd prefer digital just because you have a lot of freedom with it.
I'm Grady Domenico, I'm 25. I guess you could say I'm an artist. I assume in primary school I did art with everyone else, but my mum's like a portrait artist and a painter, so I just did it from really little age. My favourite movie growing up, I used to watch with my sisters and brothers, was The Labyrinth, which stars obviously David Bowie. And one day I was watching it and I was really drunk and I was like, shit, I should draw that guy. So the next day I kind of got to work, and 4 hours later I had this little gem. The hair was hard. Yeah, I think the creativity definitely gets incorporated because I do television production, so you can't really not be creative in this field. So yeah, definitely, I would say it incorporates. My style of drawing is definitely traditional. I literally just use pencils. I waste a lot of time doing just stuff. I draw little doodles that go nowhere. So yeah, definitely wastes my time because I don't really sell them anymore, so. But it's fun. Back when I was living in Denver, I didn't have any money, but I could draw. So I put an ad out that was portraits and stuff, which I was hoping it'd be like celebrity portraits. I don't know why anyone would want to buy one, but I was hoping that would be the case. But so many families and crazy people were like, can you draw my dog? Or can you draw my kid? And it scared the absolute shit out of me, because imagine spending all this time drawing a kid and then giving it to the parents and then just being like, no, it's shit. That never happened, thankfully, but yeah. I made some money off doing that for a while, which was very stressful, and I did not like it. Really, my process is boredom, because I'll get really bored, and then I'll feel like I should be doing something because I'm wasting my life, and then I'll pick up a pen, I'll start drawing, or I'll pick up some paint and I'll start painting, or I'll write a story, or I'll make a movie, or I'll dye some shirts. Just basically shit like that. Creativity comes from boredom. I don't care what anyone says.